Well, good morning, guys. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. My leg was just bothering me. The whole outside of my right leg is sore now. And I get in position for where part of the leg felt good and another part was going to start screaming at me. I just could not get comfortable. And only one side I could lay on that was halfway comfortable, my left side, which is what I normally sleep on anyway. But yeah, I just could not find a comfortable position, or if I found one, it wouldn't be too long before something started screaming at me. Got a little bit better towards morning. I did manage to get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and I finally started feeling a little bit better, or maybe I just got too tired to care. I don't know which the case is. Anyway, what I've decided to do is stay here today. They changed the forecast now where it's supposed to be chance of 30-mile-an-hour gusts all day today, not just this afternoon. So rather than face those kind of winds, trying to get over the portage with my leg the way it is, decided to stay in camp, probably do a lot of napping if my leg will let me, and see if the leg will feel any better tomorrow than it does today. It was painful last night. This morning it's a dull ache, at the moment at least. But carrying those packs across the portages, I know the portage landing on this end, it's got all those roots and everything, so there's going to be a lot of twisting and turning on my leg, just trying to get my boat unloaded and get that portage started. So staying in camp today, and I'm going to try to make it out of here in 3 days. It sounds like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are supposed to be pretty good travel days. At least the forecast right now. They keep changing it on me, of course. But at the moment, it sounds like those 3 days should be good travel days. If my leg is better, I can do 3 or 4 short portages in a day. I ought to be able to get out of here in 3 days. And yeah, try to get out of here before the weekend, because there's supposed to be rain moving in for the weekend. And don't want to have to deal with that as well as everything else. So that's my plan. Unless I manage to get my power pack charged up today to a reasonable extent at least, I'm not going to be doing a lot of video today. Well, there's not going to be a lot to take video of today, and the next 3 days might be kind of sparse too. But right now, my health, I'm sorry, is more important than getting good video. It's just the way it is, guys. So we'll talk to you later, probably. I gotta start getting some breakfast. I've had my breakfast. Apples and cinnamon oatmeal. Back in the tent, as you can see. Gonna lay down for a while till the sun is more fully out in the campsite here. It's kind of chilly out there today. High today is supposed to be mid-60s now. They were saying 70s. Apparently, whatever front was coming through came through earlier than anticipated, because yesterday or last night they were saying we're supposed to have 5-mile-an-hour winds this morning, increasing to 5 to 15 this afternoon with gusts up to 30. Well, now they're saying 5 to 15 all day with gusts up to 30. And they also, like I said, lowered the high temperature for today. So anyway, that wind is coming straight off the lake, and so until there's some sun out there, it's pretty chilly out there. I'm gonna wait until the sun is more fully in the sight, and I'll see if I get my power pack out there to try to get it charged up a little bit, and hopefully we get enough sun to boost that up a little bit, because I'm starting to get very much in need of having some batteries charged. But my leg is feeling a bit better, so I'm thinking the day off, I'll try not to walk on it very much, try not to do much with it, see if it gets better. I know one thing, going across portages with heavy packs would not be good for it today. So, see how this goes. And I may or may not try to get out on Friday. I may, I've got other things that I'm thinking of possibly doing, as long as my leg gets better and I can get some power. So, we'll see how things go. It's about 20 after 1. I had my lunch a little while ago. I just checked my power pack, and it's up to 20%, up above 20% now, heading towards 40, but I'm sure it's at the low end of that range. Clouds are getting thicker, blue holes are getting smaller, which is what they predicted was going to happen, not in so many words. My leg is still hurting. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be tough doing the portages with my leg the way it is. It's only going to make it worse too, I'm sure. But don't have a lot of options unless I sit here for the duration of my trip, hoping that towards the end my leg gets better enough soon enough so I can get out on schedule. Not good being old. Not fun being old. Not fun being hurt. Trouble is, I don't know why I'm hurt. I really don't understand it. It's feeling maybe a little bit better than it was, but then I've been taking it a lot easier too, so I guess I just keep doing what I'm doing today and hope for better things tomorrow. Yeah, almost 2 o'clock, rain has started, so 20% is all I get on my charger, on my power pack. Yeah, still might be some blue holes eventually here, I don't know. Tent now. The only reason I stayed out as long as I did was so that I could keep the solar panel pointed more or less towards the sun, or as close as possible. Now that the sun is gone, there's no need to stay out there. It's raining. It's windy. It's cool. It's in the 60s today. With that wind coming off the lake, it's cool. Still better than being hot. But yeah, see if I can nap for a while. Catch up on some of the sleep I didn't get last night. Rest up that leg. Well, 4:30. Winds seem to have subsided quite a bit. Still coming from the north. Looks pretty good to the northwest. But then we have this monster to the west of us. Thankfully, it seems like most of the clouds are moving north to south. I'm hopeful that the monster is too. That it'll miss us. Well, I got some more nap time in, some more rest. Leg is still killing me, but at least I'm getting some rest. Another half hour, I'll start thinking about getting things going for supper. Oh, damn. Oh, this is so painful. Oh, I don't know what I can do about it other than resting it, not walking on it, which of course I can't do. I gotta walk sometimes. Take care of things. At least the pain seems to be confined to my lower leg for the most part, and a little bit in my hip. But my upper leg between my knee and my hip isn't hurting at the moment like it was last night, this morning. So that's some improvement. But it's sure difficult to walk still. How I'm going to do it with packs on my back, I don't know. I may just take a little bit at a time instead of trying to make it out in 3 days. Maybe I'll just have to use the fact that I was planning on being out here longer anyway, and I don't know if you can hear me over the wind noise or not, but maybe I just need to do it small bites, one day at a time. I still have, was it 7 days before, or is it even 8 days? 8 days before I'm due out, so I could just do that, do a little bit of every day until either I'm out or my leg gets better. If I'm carrying packs every day, I don't think my leg's going to get any better. We'll have to see how things go. Well, the monster to the west missed us. Another one is sneaking down from the north. So, sun has been shut down again for a while, and I expect I'll get some rain. And the monster from the north has arrived. Hope it's not a very big monster. Well, the beast has passed, so now it's time to start thinking about supper. And well, what time is it? Get a late start tonight, 5:30 already. And of course, my gas canister is on its last legs, so it's going to take a while to boil water tonight. But I decided that supper tonight is going to be another Alpine Air meal. Alpine Air Pasta Roma. Pasta with Romano and Parmesan cheese and a creamy tomato sauce. Sounds like spaghetti to me, but it's been long enough since I had the spaghetti, so I can do another one. As I said early on in the trip, or I guess it was the intro, my plan on this trip was to do short days with rest and move every other day. What got me into trouble early on was that I underestimated how long it would take me, first of all, to do SAG, and second of all, to do all of Otter Track. So what is it with this trip and equipment wanting to go for a swim? I had my solar panel in the power pack sitting on the rock by the edge of the water. One of the few places that was getting consistent, well, relatively consistent sun anymore, with the sun being so low. Sitting here talking to you, and all of a sudden I heard flop. My solar panel, a gust of wind had blown the solar panel over into the water, and it dragged the power pack with it. About 4 feet of water. So I went in and retrieved them. The solar panel looks like it's working. The little blue light comes on the back of it saying that it's producing electricity, but I'm sure the power pack is toast. It was down there for, I don't know, probably 5 or 10 minutes, 4 feet of water. I've got it sitting out now, drying and draining, but I'm sure, I mean, with the camera yesterday, it just barely slid into the water. It actually went in lens first, and I grabbed it right away. I mean, it was just barely on the edge. This power pack, it was, like I said, 4 feet of water, 5 or 10 minutes before I could get in and get it, because I, of course, didn't jump in fully clothed. Not with it. But it was a swim I wasn't anticipating today, with temperatures hovering around 60 degrees or so. Actually, the water felt pretty warm. But it was definitely a good thing that the wind had died by the time I came, or when I came back out. In fact, the wind was pretty calm anyway, which made me think it was possible to leave it down there, but it was just this one little gust of wind came up and plop, and it went. But anyway, with the wind down, it's not too bad out, being wet. I did towel myself down right away. So basically, it's my hair and my feet that are the wettest right now, but everything else is pretty dry. So what I was starting to say before that little incident happened was that I'm kind of debating with myself. I was starting to say, my plan was to to have short days, layover days in between, and that kind of got screwed up at the beginning, but from now on, I'm pretty familiar with the territory I've got to cover, so I know what's short and what's not. So the debate I'm having with myself is whether to just continue doing the short days with a layover day in between, and fulfilling the full trip as planned, or whether to take slightly longer days with no layover days and get out of here in 3 days. Of course, all of this is assuming I can do any portaging at all, but I was kind of starting to lean towards the former, thinking that the shorter days would give me more time to get the power pack charged up so I could possibly keep my batteries going. But now, with my battery charger, my power pack most likely being toast, no way of charging batteries, I'm starting to lean the other way of just get out of here and conserve my batteries as much as possible, just to do what I need to do. And yeah, so anyway, that's where I'm sitting right now, debating with myself. See, even when you come solo, you still, well, at least I still have problems making decisions. That's the Libran in me. So I guess a lot's going to depend on whether that power pack recovers, but like I said, I really, really, really doubt it's going to recover from the dunking it took. It's definitely not designed to do that. That thing wasn't cheap either. And I was thinking I probably needed another solar panel anyway, either an additional one or a new one, because the front side of this solar panel has gotten scratched, and I think that's why I'm having so much trouble. Part of the reason I'm having so much trouble getting the power pack charged up is that the solar panel isn't putting out quite the juice that it used to. Of course, these cloudy days don't help any, but still, it was taking a heck of a long time to get that charged up. So, in the interest of saving batteries, I better stop talking now. And another monster rolls in. Ah, man. Give me a break. My stove is still going. I could bring it underneath the shelter, but then I'd have to light it again. Turn it off, bring it in, light it. Hopefully this doesn't last very long. Well, the Pasta Roma by Alpine Air was good, but there's too much of it. This serving size 3 ounces. If Sam had been here, he would have had a treat tonight. But he isn't here, so I guess I have to back. I never showed you the map today, but of course that was partly because I didn't go anywhere. I'm relying on you remembering from the last video where I am, but just to fill you in. Okay, I'm on the Amoeber Lake, which is right in this campsite, right at the top of the map. What I'm planning on doing tomorrow, assuming I can move, is go down across this 75 rod portage. 75 rod portage is somewhat difficult, somewhat rugged, I walked it last year. At least it's mostly downhill. This end, the landing is in an area of cedars. There's lots of cedar roots and stuff that I've got to maneuver over to start with, which is going to be fun on my leg. I think the landing at the other end wasn't too bad, if I remember correctly. Okay, then I'm going to work my way down this channel, down here to this 30 rod portage, into the south arm of Knife Lake. From there, I'm hoping to make my way, lots of paddling, over to the 25 rod portage into Eddy Lake. The landing at this portage is not all that great. There's that one little slip area, harbor area, whatever. Last year I had waves to contend with when I was there. Hopefully tomorrow I don't. The eddy and that portage itself is fairly steep. I might have to triple it. Into eddy. Then there's this 15 rod portage that's kind of steep as well. Into, over here. 15 rod into Jenny Lake. And then I'm planning on camping on Jenny Lake. That's the campsite I had last year that I've had before. I might try to get this campsite this year. Okay. Then the next day, yeah, I'll let the next day take care of itself, I guess. But we'll see if I can get to Jenny Lake tomorrow. I'm pretty much committed now that I'm going to try to get out of here in 3 days. So if I can make Jenny tomorrow, I should be able to make it to Alpine, or maybe even Seagull on Thursday, and then Friday I can get out. I've been in this area before anyway, so I wouldn't be visiting anything new. The only thing I'm doing really is bypassing Toe Lake, which I was thinking about trying to get to this trip. But between my leg, my equipment problems, batteries, etc., etc., I'm just at that stage where I just want to get out of here and get home, get comfortable, and get this leg to heal, to feel better. Maybe even go in and see a doctor about it if it doesn't get any better. But yeah, kind of a bummer of a video today, I know. In fact, this whole trip, I don't know, I haven't been doing all that great of a job, I don't think. I'm one camera, I'm starting to, the memory card's starting to fill up, but that's okay because I have plenty more memory. It's the batteries I'm concerned about more than the memory. Especially since I'm shortening the trip. This is about where I expected to start running out of memory, about the halfway point. So the fact that I haven't run out of it yet is a good sign. And the fact that I'm shortening the trip makes that even less of an issue. So I don't know if I'll talk to you from the tent or not. Trying to get things a little bit squared away here and retire to the tent in a little bit. Thankfully, because it's cooler tonight, the mosquitoes are not a problem. It's supposed to get down to low to mid 40s tonight, so I might have to button up the tent a little bit, and I might have to use my sleeping bag liner tonight. Just depends on how things go. I'll have that handy anyway. But yeah, it's one nice thing about the cooler weather. The next couple of nights it's supposed to be in the 40s, so and the temperature during the day is supposed to be in the mid 60s, so kind of a coolish cool spell here, which is great as far as I'm concerned. So one thing going my way, the temps. We'll talk to you later. Good night, and we'll see you in the next video.